Alright, so we're talking we're talking about the plan for tomorrow. We have gale force winds, is that what they're called?
Yeah, but that's for people in the ocean. We're not in the ocean.
Alright, well, we're close to the ocean. We have those. We have some thunderstorm warnings. Binghamton, New York area is under flood warning Friday, Saturday. So we have a broken window that's, taped closed. Hopefully that holds. Hopefully we have one sway bar. Yeah, hopefully the wind doesn't get crazy because we only have one. We don't have the other side. And hopefully we don't hit too much of an issue with road closures and stuff like that. Our plan is to go to Front Royal tomorrow, which, how many hours was that?
7
hours. GPS time. So we figure we're not setting alarms, but we're gonna get up, get dressed, eat breakfast, and hook up. We packed up pretty much everything tonight as far as outside, because if we do get rain tonight, we want to make sure that nothing gets wet, and then we have to pack wet stuff in, and then we'll head out. Good night.
Yep, good night.
Ice creamer. So, we didn't get kicked out of our site last night. That's good.
A payback for you know what.
Yeah. Boys slept well all night. We did wake up at one point because our vent above our bed was open. It started to rain. It was a little bit windy. And now it's pretty windy still. And looking like might be interesting to travel on. Lots of advisories, but I think we'll just pack up, get on the road, and see how things are, and then if we need to adjust our plan if the weather's too windy, we'll adjust from there. But I think as long as we keep our speed down, I think we'll be all right. One way to find out. All right, so the window looks okay so far. It was windy and rainy last night, and didn't seem to bother it too much, so hopefully that holds. Just to give you an idea, see if I can get over here and show you. It's pretty vicious out there. I'm gonna take the golf cart back now in the rain. That looks like fun. And then we're gonna get the boys together and get on the road. Boys are finishing up their breakfast. Mom and Daddy are gonna finish up their coffee, have a smoothie. One of the things that I wanted to put on here for Dave Under with Underwood Canoes and woodworking is he's been making like breadboard tops for people's ranges in their homes. But we want to have him make one for us that's actually going to be shaped differently. It's going to come down and have a lip on the bottom side so that it doesn't slide around while we're traveling. So a lip on basically 3 sides, and then it'll sit on top, and if we stain it, something close to that, I think it'll look pretty nice and expand our countertop pretty greatly. We have a pretty decent amount of countertop space in this rig, but it would be nice to expand that even more when we need it. So looking at this window from the inside, I think it's staying dry, but it's definitely hitting it hard and coming down hard right now. I gotta go outside in a minute here and get the water and electric all disconnected, and it's you can't see it, but there's like a stream running right down the road here. Not the best time to disconnect, but don't have a choice. Boys are watching TV, keep them occupied. we get rest of the things hooked up and disconnected from electric and water. Get wet out there and dripping wet. We're gonna get changed. Get on the road. You ready to go out in the rain? Woo! It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be wet. We gotta do it. Here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Cold and wet. Cold and wet. Get in your seat. Can everybody say bye, Ocean Lakes? Bye, Ocean Lakes. Until we meet again. Hopefully we'll be back not too long. We don't want to fall on there, you're right. You're gonna go in there? I want to see another car go through that. One car's coming. Alright, we are gassing up, and I decided to do this right when we got on the road because I wanted to put the sway bar on while we were still undercover. I didn't put it on before we left because I didn't want it to crack again while we were going around tight turns. So we'll put that on now. All right, so hopefully Kurt makes a more durable anti-sway than Easy Lift. And hopefully this one lasts us the 1,000 miles home, because here we go. Low pressure came on, 25 PSI, not sure what's up. Got our hazards on, running to the next exit and gonna check it out. Hopefully it's not a flat. Using my little compressor here to pump us up. We're at 32, we gotta go to 40. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so we just finished filling up our tire. I did want to double check and see what my actual ratings were here. And if you look right here, the cold tire pressure is supposed to be 35. It's hard to guess what they're supposed to be now because we've been running. But I brought it up close to where the others are at 37, 38, 38, and 40. We'll keep an eye on it. If it goes down again, we'll probably have to stop and figure out if we need to get a plug or put our spare on or what. But for now, we put the air pump back in there, and hopefully we won't have to take it out again. Alright, so we've gone about 10-15 miles. Tire pressure seems to be holding steady. When we stop for lunch or gas, we might put a couple more PSI in there just to keep it with the others. But fingers crossed that it was just a fluke and colder temperatures and water that made it go down. I didn't see any bubbles. It was wet, so I didn't see any bubbles from the air escaping, so that's good. But we'll continue to keep an eye on it. Just got off the phone with who? Bumper Rich, and what was he starting to make?
They're making bread on Fun Friday.
Fun Friday? Good Friday.
Good Friday.
Yeah, Good Friday. Making our flan, which is our Portuguese family recipe, right? And who usually else comes into town today? Jocelyn and Uncle Mike, and Bumper Rich said that they should be getting in around 1. There's no way we'll get there anytime before bedtime, but we're considering the possibility, it's a slight possibility, but driving straight through and trying to make it in tonight, but we'll see. Alright, we just had a whole bunch of crying for the last hour, so it's gonna be lunchtime and then hopefully, fingers crossed, nap time. But I'm out mommy's door and decided, whoop! Hold on. Maya, cut off. Hey, are you happy to be out of the car? We'll get some lunch. You hungry? You hungry? Yeah, you happy to be out of the car? Yeah, we're gonna eat lunch right here in the camper. Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, go in the truck. When you open the door of the truck, be careful because it's windy. I should knock on wood or something, but so far, no issues with the sway bar. No issues with the propane, no issues with the light on the truck, no more issues with the tires. So, fingers crossed, and I better find serious wood to knock on. Alright, here we go. What are you doing, mister? I asked you to get in your seat, not crawl around like a monkey boy.
Like this monkey.
Yeah, like that monkey. Can you get in your seat, Owen, please? We got 230 miles on Route 95. And Route 95 tends to be a really heavily traveled road, so hopefully we won't hit too much traffic by the big cities that we have to go by. Right now we're scheduled to get in at 7, but we think that's probably going to be more like 8.
Yeah, roll away from the finish line. Whoa. When we get He rolled away from the finish line. Oh, jeez, you killed somebody. I said no.
We keep getting all these warnings, but we have no idea where we are as far as counties. They all issue the warnings by counties, and we never know which county we're in, unless occasionally we'll see a county line sign. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't come to our county. Right, B?
Okay.
Said right?
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't come to our county. Are you nervous?
Yes.
Yes. What about you, Noah? Are you nervous?
Not so much.
Yeah, so you can guess who takes after who.
I'm good. Camera down.
Alright, we are at refueling station number 2. Hopefully this will get us all the way to Front Royal. We're near empty, so we'll see how much she takes. But Emily and Owen went in to see what we have for dinner options inside this place called the Oasis. I know there's Dunkin' Donuts, but that doesn't really sound like dinner food. If they don't have dinner food in there, there's a Subway and Burger King or something like that over there. So we'll figure it out and go from there after we get fueled up. It's a lot of traffic. Hopefully this dies down, but I kind of doubt it. We still got to go through some pretty urban areas. All right, Emily says there's a whole lot of nada in there, so we're gonna get back on the road and see if we can find some pizza. Being Good Friday and all, we're gonna probably look for that as our best option. Either that or it's Subway with tuna fish sub or something. Looks like we just had about 22.5 gallons, $61. The price was $2.72 per gallon, which I don't know. I thought it'd be a lot cheaper than that here compared to New York, but I guess gas prices have been climbing pretty steadily. Anyway, hopefully that'll get us to Front Royal. Hopefully we'll find some pizza soon and not hit too much traffic. It's crazy. Wait, so why is it called Oasis Landing?
Because there were giant stuffed rhinos and giraffes and snakes and nothing else.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought Oasis meant like...
And donut.
Oh, wow, there you go. Dunkin' Donuts. That's all you need, right? We've had some pretty stellar views out our window the last few days. This is probably the top view though. This is pretty sweet. Dinner tonight. So I picked this trick up from another YouTuber. When you're going on roads that are nice and smooth, but then all of a sudden you have crazy big bumps, like this road right here has had a couple of big bumps that are bridges. You find somebody whose name is Bob, that camper up there is Bob. You stay about 100 yards behind him, and then when you see him bob up and down, you know to hit your brakes and you have time to slow down before you hit the bumps. So thanks Bob for taking the one of the bumps for us. We have made it to the McMahon's. Took us a lot longer than we thought, about 12 hours of travel time. We left at 10 o'clock this morning, got here at 10 o'clock at night. But we're here, and issue free, relatively. Last night's the tire issue, which really ended up being a non-issue. It was good, so we're here. It's late, going to bed, and we'll see you tomorrow. Last day.